We should be live now.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I see Susan writing good evening. Susan, can you hear us and see us? Please kindly let us know in the comment section so we can start this conversation. Long time. It's been like months since I've been live, but I am here with a special guest. And hopefully, someone can tell us if they can hear us and see us very soon so we can start. But, anyways, Susan, please let us know. So, hi, Edwina. Welcome. Welcome.
Hi,
Thank you.
Wongel. Thank you. It's nice to be here with you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming through, even though you're not feeling your best. You still showed up and you came. I really thank you for that and I appreciate you. How are we feeling right now?
Well, I hope to conquer the world soon. I will get better. I will mend. I'll be fine. I just have to continue my herbal teas and stuff, and I will be okay.
And
Just
rest. Rest is extremely important, right?
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
hmm
And speaking of it, those before we get to the conversation, I know you use a lot of like herbs and like you take the natural route. Like
hmm
what are you taking right now? And just
Um,
just
that, that's a mixture. I'm taking two things. I'm taking this thing they call it bitter leaf as tea, and
Mhm,
also a mixture that I made like 2 years ago.
mhm,
It's for migraine. It's so strong that when you open it, the migraine goes away just from the scent. And it
mhm.
has a mixture of cassava leaf and a few other herbs in it with one or two spices. I don't remember the recipe in my head, but that's what I took, a glass of it. And after this, I'm gonna have some more bitter leaf tea, and yeah, and then rest with my and let my cats go meow meow all over the place.
Oh, I remember you told me you have cats. How many cats do you have?
I got seven, but the Queen of Sheba is pregnant now. I've been looking all last night. How do you handle a cat that is pregnant? What do you do? I've never had a pregnant cat before. I'm just into cats now, so I have to figure out how to make her comfortable and everything. So she's gonna be bringing in some babies. I'll be a grandmom.
Oh, so how about if she gives birth to like 10 kittens? Would you still take in all of them?
If I had a very big house, because I've fallen in love with cats now, I would take them, but I think I'll keep three and find good homes for the rest. Of course, I'll ask her first. If she says smile, then it means yes. If she says smile, it also means yes. So,
Okay. Okay, I love her name, Queen of Sheba.
hmm she is
Nice.
humongous, big, and she looks so tired. Poor girl.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for
hmm
taking care of her. I'm pretty sure she's gonna come back. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't heard, like, they didn't tell me if they're hearing us well, or usually maybe there's a lag, I'm not sure. But yeah, it says that we're live here. So let me just double check, Edwina, before I start. And
Okay.
then we can just start because I don't want us here to be just talking to ourselves and then no one can hear us.
That'll be funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I can see we're live, I think. Yeah, we are. So we can continue.
Okay.
So welcome, Edwina, again.
Thank you.
And for
Thank
those
you.
of you who don't know Edwina, she is the founder and leader of Seeding Africa, who is involved in doing great things. We talked about it when I had a conversation with Edwina and Professor Lumumba about what Edwina does, and it's extremely important to have our own seed and to feed ourselves and to be self-sufficient. It's something that we've neglected as Africans. Unfortunately, we're so dependent on importing, or we're dependent on someone else giving us wheat, or it's just it's extremely sad where we're at in life. But we're happy to have people like Edwina to remind us the importance of having our own. right? Our own food. But before we get into the subject that we are here to talk about, just a little bit, can you please tell our people here why you started Seeding Africa and what exactly does Seeding Africa do?
Okay, prior to COVID, I was asleep, and Sitting
Mm-hmm.
Africa started came up from a nightmare. I fell asleep, and I woke
What?
up sweating in my dream. I saw that we were all being shackled. There was
Mm-hmm.
a European sitting up high by the harbor with a cat on, typical colonial attire, and we
Mm-hmm.
were men, women, children, naked. Next, and I remember in dreams sometimes we fly and stuff, and I'm like, "What's happening here? Why are we going there?" And then someone said, "We are being re-enslaved." I said, "But why?" They go, "Because we need food." I said, "What do you mean you need food? We have all the food here." They go, "No, the people gave us GMO, and now we have used it, and we cannot grow anything." So we asked them for food. They said the only way they can give us food is if we grow their the GMO seeds. And I woke up sweating. It was in the middle of the night. I called a friend of mine. I used to call him Uncle Charles from Ghana. I called him in Belgium. And I said, Uncle Charles, what? We're gonna die. We're gonna die. He goes, what? I said, we're in chains. They're gonna re-enslave us. He said, we're not going to bed. No one's gonna re-enslave. I said, seriously, we need to do something about this. So let's talk tomorrow. So I couldn't sleep. My head started going, how can this problem be solved? So I went behind my computer and I just started typing all the ideas, thought of where to solve it. Just started to, just random, just putting thoughts, ideas. Then the next I called him. I said, "This is what I've written." I shared it with him. I said, "It's not in order because it's just my thoughts on paper, but this is what I think we should try. We cannot just let it be." He goes, "No, it's not going to work. You cannot get African people to work together." 4 years later, we are working together. So it is not an easy battle, but it is one that can be won. And fortunately for us, at this time, we're all waking up. It's a global awakening for the African people. And if it's the last thing I do, if it's my last penny, my last breath, it'll be over my dead body before we're recolonized.
I'm into that.
That's how it started, Seeding Africa. And we have a team. We have a global a team in the diaspora and on the continent. And we all work as volunteers because this is very important for us because we're working for our future generations, That's what we're working for. Each seed can feel a whole generation because if you multiply it, each seed is important. So that is our fight. And we're not going to stop until we reach the full capacity where we all have good food, organic food, grown organically, no chemical, no bad sides, no horrible sides, from treatment to fertilizer, organic. That's what we do. Unfortunately, Africans don't like to support these things. They prefer sending money to the foreign organizations, but to support something that is for them, but so I just given up. We just do what we need to do as a team, and we support it ourselves. If you want to support us, fine, but we're not going to hurt our head like we did before, because we know the importance of it. They will come on board when they're ready. Yeah, so that is Seeding Africa for you.
Wow, it sounds like it's hard, but as you said, like this was a purpose that you felt strongly about and
That's
you
so
want
true.
to
Yeah,
accomplish it. And I didn't know, by the way, how it started, so it's an interesting story. And thank you for what you do. And I'm sorry that you had to face the challenges, but I guess with everything that is good and great, we have to put up a fight. We have to,
hmm
push through the challenges, and this is the
yeah,
challenge. Yeah, we take it as it comes, right?
yeah.
um so thank you so much, Edwina. Now we
You're
can get
welcome.
into a conversation that is very important, but unfortunately it doesn't get the coverage, especially airtime, that it deserves. And I know you strongly believe and support what we are about to talk about. So, but I want to give you the space to articulate it yourself. And Edwina, please tell us, what is it that you're really passionate about right now, aside from Seeding Africa?
Okay. Besides Seeding Africa, I am passionate about the rebirth of Africa and we regaining our proper place and our future generations have a good future and that we are strong and we are united and we have a good economy and a good health system for our people. And that is what I'm passionate about. Because it's also selfish because I want to live in Africa. I'm currently in Africa right now. And I want my kids also to live here. And I want your kids and your kids to live here. So it's a selfish thing. Yes, I agree. But it needs to be done. Mother Africa needs us. So I am passionate about the best will of Africans and the survival of our continent. I'll do anything for it to make sure that we are okay. So you want me
Yeah.
to say
Yes.
okay?
How can we do that at the moment? What do you think we can
At the
do?
moment, well, I am not a politician, even though my great grandfather was a president of Liberia, and he was under the Paris Treaty, one of the signatories and stuff like that, Charles D.B. King. But I'm not a
Oh, I
politician.
didn't
I
know.
don't. Yeah, he is. I don't believe in politicians. I believe in leaders. And there is one leader that we need right now that is our only hope that
Mm-hmm.
can get us out of this. And if we miss this chance, we're screwed. And I'm talking about a leader that cares deeply about Africa and its problems, a leader that believes that Africa problems, Africa solutions, a leader that is approachable, has the international experience, is qualified, and all he wants to do is to serve the African people, and who a leader that he wants the best for us, and he does not suffer corruption. He does not like it. He will not condone it, and he wants the best for us. Behind this person, I put my whole heart, my whole self behind him to support him, to lead us as the AUC chairman for the African Union Commission, the professor, honorary professor, Patrice PLO Lumumba. That guy is a wonderful guy. I have met him a few times, and also I have met him a few times. He is, it is, normally people of interest, they are so push and with with the P's and Q's and stuff like that. But Professor, anyone in the street, he will tell you how he is not. You've met him already, you know how he is. He is not posh and with his nose hoity-toity. He is down to earth. He is there for everybody. He is open, he is honest, and he's what we need. If we put anyone else there, I repeat, listen to me carefully. If we put anyone there, if we allow, not we, because up to now they don't let us have a vote, but now they're lying because it's our voice now. If we allow the governments to put anyone else there, we are screwed. That means they will sell the future generation lives for the next coming what? Even we're past 2063 Africa agenda stuff. It will pass that. That would if that happens, I think I would just go and just put my head in the sand because there will be no hope for us. Because these people they only think about themselves. Sadly, they don't think about what they're doing to the future generations. They're not forward far in mind. The professor is. He is. And he is the most kind. He is. I mean, he and not only that, the fact, not only his character, but he has a lot of plans for us. I mean, when you look at, for example, he has plans to if when he is, I don't say if when he is the AUC chair, he's going to revitalize the education policies. He's going to create policies that will help us. He's going to create major reforms in the healthcare, also with climate change issues. He has a vision for us. Some people say, "Oh, all he does is talk." You talk too, but what do you impact anybody? No. I call you guys a couch politician. When the professor talks, he inspires. When he talks, it makes you want to get up and do something. Not everyone can go and pick up a gun, but words are the most powerful thing. Words are like spells. He can get you to feel proud to be an African. He can get you to want to be a better person, and that's what he does. And besides that, he has the experience. So I'm not telling you let's give him a chance. I'm telling you we must put him there. There is no if, buts, or ands about it. I'm telling you, see this gray hair here? Now my Liberian English coming out. You see this gray hair here? It's called wisdom. This is my antenna to the ancestors. It's called wisdom. Eh? If we fail and don't get Professor into this position, it's not going to be good for us. Now remember, the person will say, I remember. I like when he does that. Now remember that the colonials want to recolonize us because they have made a mess of their, they don't have any resources anyway, of their countries, and they have used and depleted what they've stolen from us. Now they are coming here. Every time I come to Africa, there are more Europeans coming than Africans coming. So they want to come here and rule us. So sit there in Liberia, we say, or in Nigeria, they say, sit there and act like a mumu. Sit there and support the wrong person. You will see what will happen. Not only will you be affecting yourself, you'll be affecting your grandchildren, your great grandchildren. You'll be given policies that's not good for you. Nothing is going to change. You'll be business as usual, and even worse. So choose wisely. Please choose wisely for yourself. Choose wisely. If you don't know anything about Professor, go and Google him up. Go do some research on him. He's not hiding anything. He is the most honest person. A friend of mine, Mika, asked him, I think you know Mika from Swahili Nation, asked the professor in Kenya, what would you like to be remembered by? What is it? Would you like your legacy to be? Do you know what he said? He said, I want to be remembered as the person who served. So, as we say in Liberia, don't say that like a mumu. Do the right thing for us. Don't let the Kenyans are trying to put some, I don't want to go there, but they want to do something else. Don't listen to that. Kenya's problem is not Africans' problem. Let Kenya keep its problems and we think continental wise for the best of our people. So I'm asking you to put your hands around PLO and support him. Why do you think they call him PLO Lumumba? Do you think it's for nothing? Do you think it's for nothing? Or that his mother just said, okay, I have a boy now, let's just call him blah, blah, blah. It's not for nothing. He's here for a purpose. He's meant to lead us out of this mess. That's what he's meant to do. So let's support him with our arms. Let's embrace him. Let's help him do what he needs to do for us. This man is what we need. And I will put my life on the line for him. And I'm not lying, I will. Because I do that because I want my children's children to be safe. So please support Professor Lumumba. And the funny thing is, he didn't ask for that position. Huh? We told him he must do it. In Malawi, the ambassador Wallace said, "Well, it was my birthday." Said, "No, no, you have to do it." We call him. We're not giving you a choice, Professor. You must. So, yeah. So now you have my point on my feelings about Professor Lumumba. I know he's not a god. He's human, just like myself. But he has ethics. He has morals. He has a heart. When he's true to himself, that makes him true to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Edwina. How can we support Professor Lumumba to be in that position, to get to that position?
Well, with everything, especially with politicians, they like to do things that are untoward, and I expect them to play dirty. But what they are not realizing is that the professor has a lot of supporters in the diaspora and on the continent. So we need to first. We already have a few groups. I call it the holding group, where in May we'll start giving out directives. We want everyone to try and open up a chapter in the country. You open up a chapter, online chapter, whether it's WhatsApp or a physical chapter, but open up a chapter. Because when we see that they're trying to do in Liberia, we say Coco Jumogo. They're trying to do some things that are illegal, and stuff like that. Then we can activate these chapters and say, go picket the foreign ministries in your country and say we're not having this. Do walkouts, do strikes. Don't accept it because now we have a voice. This is the first time we're going to say, no, you cannot just sit there, some old crone, and just put someone there to make decisions for us. What can decision can they make for us when they're being paid by the Europeans? Oh, by the way, that's one thing. The professors, one thing is going to change immediately. Huh? No payment from the European Union for African Union, so they cannot tell us what to do. So you can support us by opening. We have WhatsApp groups. I will send you the link, invite link that you can post it there, and people can. We have it in French and in English, and just share it. And because we want to let people know that there is a global African melanated request for him to lead us, because there will be a time when we see these people doing some nonsense, we have to check it immediately. They're already hearing about us now. It's like it's going like wildfire. Huh? I hear one of the opposition is so shocked and surprised that we managed to accomplish what we did without spending a penny. And he's going back again to talk to the foreign ministers in East Bloc to try and get the support. Well, he can do whatever he wants. The ancestors have professors back. The ancestors went in there. And you see my gray hair? Eh? I work for the ancestors. I'm kidding. But seriously, they want him back. We want him there. So join the groups and share the word. Let's gather for support. And as soon as by next month, we should have things like a formal notice from Professor about his intentions. So far, I know we have been waiting for a few things to fall into place. So that is how you can support him and also give in your prayers. But you cannot just pray and do nothing. You got to spread the word. That's how it should work. And make sure you identify who is your foreign minister in your country, because you have to give them a hard time. Pick a defense, stage walkouts. Because don't forget, it's for your future you're doing this, huh? The future of your children. Think ahead.
Yeah, because we usually talk about African Union at the moment. Um, not being useful, or rather, is it really working for us the people, or is it serving its funders? So that's a conversation that we've been having. So to
Hmm.
actually have someone in there that we know has the best interest at heart for us, and he's going to work for us, as you said,
Hmm.
he's not God. He's not all knowing. He's not all, like, he's not going to be able to do everything, I'm pretty sure. And even
Hmm.
if he gets in that position, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of struggle, a lot of, we
Hmm.
know how it goes behind the scenes, and we all know that. But at the end of the day, we do our best to put in place people that we know, or at least we think are the best leaders for us, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So what Edwina basically is saying is that he is the right man for this job if we want African Union, the institution, to work for us,
Hmm.
and not the other way around. So, we give our votes, support Professor Lumumba for the AU chair position, is
Yeah,
basically what we're
because
talking about.
most people, the head of the AU is a position that has no much power. It's just a cutting of a ribbon and smile, smile, cheep, cheep, that's it. But the AU commission, the one that Professor is applying for, that one has a lot of power. He can change and veto and sanction. He can change whatever they've done. He can change everything. You see, and he tells the head of the AU do this. So he can be in control of that, and that is he can be in control of making these decisions for us. So that is why it is very important that we get him there. If not, as I said, we're screwed. Yep.
We hear you, Edwina. And once, like, as you said, we get more information, and like, when we hear about his intentions, we can do more of, like, pick up the conversation, go
Hmm.
talk to our representatives in any country that we are in, and tell them that this is what we want, and voice our opinion. And the we've seen, especially recently, that we do have power. We thought we didn't have power for a long
Hmm.
time, because we're like, what do we do? It's just, it's too late, and they do what they want to do either ways. But then a lot of countries and a lot of people are showing us that when we put our voice together and when we come together, we're actually more powerful than we've ever thought that we were. And we're seeing the
Mm-hmm.
change, we're seeing the ripple effect. So I don't want us to think, because it's kind of discouraging, right? Like when you think about it, you're like, oh, is it really going to happen? You might think that way. We're all human beings, and we've seen the history, how the evil of this world, how it works, and how strategic it is, and how they come together to do what they want to do. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, we've also seen, and we have seen examples of our own people coming together and making that change, right? The needed change. So I want us to also be optimistic. I don't want us to focus on like how hard it's going to be. Sure, it's going to be hard. Sure, it's going to be um, a lot of work, but we have to commit and we have to do our part. It's not just about
Exactly.
talking that about like we care, but what exactly are we also doing, and how are we contributing when like something like this presents itself? Are we really
Mm-hmm.
doing something to contribute
Yeah.
in the change that we say we want?
Mm-hmm. That is true. And the thing is, if this would have happened like 6 years ago, I would have said no, it wouldn't work. But 6 years ago, I was asleep. But I'm saying, but now we are waking up. So this is the perfect time, to get this done. So we need to step up and do what's right for our people.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. So, Edwina, we would love it if you come back when everything falls into place and it's time to move and it's time to do what needs to be done. I'm hoping
Okay.
sometime in May, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so we would love to have you back. I know you came, even though you're not feeling well, you came trying to have this conversation with me, and I really, really appreciate it. But what do you have to say to my audience? Is there anything you also want to add aside from what you've already said?
Stay true to yourselves. Be the best that you can be. Treat people like you want to be treated. Before you do something to hurt someone, think, would I like that to happen to me? And stay true to yourself. Look within yourself. You have the answers right in there. Stay true to yourself.
I like that. Thank you so much for coming through,
Thank you
Edwina.
too.
I really, really
Thank you.
appreciate it. I hope you feel better soon, and I'll be
That makes
praying
two
for
of
you.
us.
Yeah, you'll feel better. You've been
Mm.
taking your, are they called traditional medication? What are they called?
No, just for
Are
example, the girl is she has boiled me some bitter leaf. I don't know the
okay.
word in. I don't know if you have it in East Africa, but it's this leaf that is very bitter. They have it. Now they're making it into tablets in America and stuff like that, and it's good for a
Mhm,
lot of things. Bitter leaf,
mhm,
and
mhm,
maybe I'll have some fever leaf. So you just take it and you go to sleep and drink a lot of water.
mhm.
It will calm down. To calm down. I mean, it's not easy to get me out of circulation. So
Thank you again, Edwina. So we'll have you
thank you
here
too.
back
Hmm.
soon, but with
Okay.
more information, with more strategy, and with more of like what you would like us to do to contribute to this fight to get
Okay.
PLO in AU.
Yeah. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
having me
Edwina.
here. Okay, thank you. I will send you the
Thank
link
you.
to the WhatsApp site
Yes,
so they share
please.
with the audience. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you
I'll
very
put it
much.
in the description once you do. Thank you for coming, Edwina, and
Thank you. You
thank you
too.
everyone that came through to watch this quick live stream to be part of it. Thank you so much. We'll update you when the next one will happen. So,
Okay.
bye.
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 Thank you, Lara. Lara said she is Liberian. Just checked, and I know our accent. That's true. But Lara, you got it wrong. I am not a Liberian. I was born in Liberia to Liberian parents, but I'm an African first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's
Okay.
a good way to put it.
Okay. Take care, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Edwina.
Okay.
God bless.
God
Bye.
bless you too. Bye bye.
Bye.